I try to limit my use of superlatives when describing the weather in the mid-latitudes because you expect occasional extremes. But the 10-day stretch of summer in March that ended last Friday absolutely deserves every superlative in your thesaurus. And let me tell you why. Dozens of cities from the northern plains to New England set all-time March high temperature records. Here's just a sampling from Pierre, South Dakota to Milwaukee, Fort Wayne, Columbus, Buffalo, and Bangor, Maine. Just about every observing site in the state of Michigan set a new March record, and the 90 at Lapeer near Flint broke the state record for highest temperature in March. The 83 in Sault Ste. Marie last Wednesday beat their previous March record by 8 degrees. Many Canadian cities set March records too, including Quebec and Montreal. And that 81 you see at St. John in New Brunswick even beats their previous all-time April high temperature record. Now that's absurd. What's also extraordinary to me is that these monthly records were set in the middle of the month, not the end, when it tends to be warmer. Also jaw-dropping to me is the amount by which some records were broken. For example, Burlington, Vermont hit 81 last Thursday, setting a new daily record. The old record was 68. And observations have been taken there since 1883. That's a long time. Or how about last Wednesday when Marquette, Michigan hit 81? The previous record was 49. Now, admittedly, observations there only go back 50 years, but still, breaking a record by 32 degrees. And get this, Marquette's low that day was 52. In other words, the low for the day was higher than the previous record high. I've never seen that happen before. And it also happened in at least 3 other places, including on top of Mount Washington in New Hampshire. The persistence of the record warmth was just as amazing as some of the temperatures. International Falls, where data goes back more than a century, set or tied daily high temperature records on 10 straight days. As best I can tell, the previous record was 9 straight at Tulsa, Oklahoma during a June heat wave in 1911. Chicago, Fort Wayne, and South Bend matched that old Tulsa record with 9 straight days of record warmth. And take a look at how the warmth ate away at the snowpack. Here's March 6th. The purples indicate areas that had more than 20 inches on the ground. Now, a week later, those higher amounts almost totally gone except right near the Canadian border. And here's March 20th. Nothing left in the United States, and much of the Canadian snowpack gone too. And by the way, Marquette, Michigan lost a 47-inch snowpack in 2 weeks during the warm spell. Now, closer to home, a few daily record highs were set in Pennsylvania, but no monthly records. But consider this statistic from State College. For 11 straight days, the daily low temperature equaled or exceeded the average daily high temperature. The previous longest such stretch was just 8 days. Paul Knight is back next with a glimpse at the weekend and beyond in the extended forecast.